Listen. Last night, if you were not a witness to history, I don't know what to tell you. I know a lot of stuff was going on yesterday. We had Easter Sunday, Resurrection Sunday. We had the BET Easter special. We had Mahalia Jackson on. It was a lot of stuff going on. We had the Housewives and the Married to Medicines and just family time if you were with your family and stuff. But baby, let me tell you something. If you were not tuned into that Verzuz last night, you missed a treat. You can catch it on the replay. I'm telling you now, I would be remiss if I did not say that it is a must-see for everybody, okay? That is, listen, Verzuz don't owe me nothing. Do you hear me? Verzuz don't owe me nothing. If they don't never come out with another Verzuz, my job here is done. You have done your part. You have improved the world and made it a better place. Last night, we had the Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind & Fire. And first of all, it was hosted by Steve Harvey, and D Nice was the DJ. So first of all, let me say this. The internet ain't shit, because why they call Steve Harvey Darkwing Duck. Let me tell you something. I think this is the first Verzuz where we had costume changes. Combined on that stage, those two bands combined have over 100 years, over a century of show business success. And I say success because these are two groups who have put hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit, okay? I think a lot of people did not realize how far back the Isley Brothers went. If you came up in the 80s and 90s and you didn't grow up in the right household, yep, I said it. If you didn't grow up in the right household, meaning you were not introduced to the Isley Brothers and all you know is like the 90s, Mr. Big years, even that is phenomenal. But you can go back to the 80s. You can go back to the 70s. You can go back to the 60s. And damn it, you can go back to the 50s. If you've ever heard Twist and Shout, if you've ever heard, what was the other one? Oh shoot. Make Me Wanna Shout, Kick My Heels Up and Shout. Those songs have been, I think the Isley Brothers have probably been the most sampled. I can't say of all time, but certainly one of the most sampled bands in the history. And we're not just talking about hip-hop artists sampling their music. We're talking about the Beatles redoing their music. We're talking about movies playing their music. Steve Harvey told, and here's the lesson to be learned about the Isley Brothers. They own their own publishing. I'm sure there were years where the Isley Brothers wasn't making hits and they weren't making a lot of money. But you know what was making money for them? Their catalog. We have Ron Isley and his brother Ernie Isley on stage, okay? And let me tell y'all something. Ron Isley is Zaddy Goals. Do you understand what I'm telling y'all? Ron Isley on that stage last night could get it. Do y'all hear me? He was fine as wine with that salt and pepper beard he had going, baby. He came out there in that mink with that cane. We all know about Ron Isley with the cane, baby. With that cane, honey. And let me tell you something. I told you we had the wardrobe changes, okay? He came out with the suit. And then his brother Ernie always had the do-rag. Ernie probably got about 5,672 do-rags, baby. And his outfit matched Ron's outfit. And listen, Ernie got up and played that damn, excuse me, music lovers if I'm using the wrong language. He played that string. I'm just leaving it at that. I don't know if it was a bass guitar, whatever kind of guitar, but he played that thing. He even showed y'all at the end where he did that solo at the end, baby. He played it with his mouth. He played it behind his back. Let me tell y'all something. See, that's good music. That's real music. My brother L Teddy 27 said in the group chat, he said, they are giving a clinic tonight, okay? Because I ain't even started on Earth, Wind & Fire yet. I am still on the Isley Brothers, okay? But when we start talking about playing instruments, writing your own music, I cannot... That's just some grown folk music they had going on last night, okay? Now, that's on one side of the stage, okay? Now, on the other side of the stage, we had the elements, the earth, the wind, and the fire. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't know nothing about Earth, Wind, and Fire, I'm going to need y'all to go and do some history and learn about Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth, Wind, and Fire was a band. They were a full band. Now, last night we saw 3 of the members of the band, but please understand, if you go back and look at some of the old album covers for Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Earth, Wind, and Fire, I mean, sometimes probably had 10, 15 people part of their band. They had this instrument, and y'all gonna have to correct me, Maurice White, who was the creator and the leader for many, 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 many years, he passed away a few years ago from, I believe he had brain cancer. But he was definitely the mastermind behind Earth, Wind, and Fire's success. He had found this instrument, and that instrument gave Earth, Wind, and Fire this unique sound. It was an instrument out of Africa. And y'all gonna tell me in the comments the name of it because it escapes me right now. They also had a woman singer for many, many years. They mentioned her last night and gave her her flowers last night. But on stage last night we had Philip Bailey, who is known for that falsetto. When you hear Earth, Wind, and Fire song, you hear that falsetto, that soprano falsetto, baby, that's Philip Bailey. And if you don't know nothing about Philip Bailey, you better go Google him, okay? We have Verdine, the brother, who you if you don't know, if you've ever seen Earth, Wind, and Fire, you know who he is, okay? He's the dark-skinned, thin guy with the hair that's always giving it to you on that bass. He is always, that's the only thing I missed last night. Listen, I don't have no criticism for last night. I don't have not one. But if I was going to criticize anything, it is that I did not get to see Verdine with that bass in his hand fling that hair. That's the only thing I missed last night. That's it. That's all. That's everything. But other than that, let me tell you something. This was 4 hours of pure magic. 4 hours of pure magic from beginning to end. Those bands, listen, those men got up. Oh, and the third brother, I forget his name, but the third brother was with Earth, Wind, and Fire. Those men got up every time. I think it was only maybe 2 songs that Earth, Wind, and Fire didn't get up for. But when I say they got up and they sang along with the track, and they was giving it to you every time. Did y'all hear that harmonizing that Earth, Wind, and Fire was giving y'all on them songs? Did you hear that harmonizing? Baby, that is years and years and years of practice. That is years and years and years of working together in harmony, together in that one band, one sound. And speaking of one band, one sound, listen, every band head in America last night got their life on those last 2-3 songs that Earth, Wind, and Fire played up there. Let me tell y'all something. If you have never experienced the magic that is a HBCU halftime show, then what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to find a friend who went to a HBCU, and as soon as we get over this thing we dealing with right now, and we get back to having live events, I'm going to need you to go to one. I don't care which one it is. I don't care if it's the Marching 100. I don't care if it's Southern. I don't care if it's A&T. I don't care if it's Howard. I don't care if it's Hampton. Whichever, whoever, and however, you better get your ass to a HBCU homecoming so that you can experience the magic that lives. And I promise you, you will hear no less than 2, probably more, but no less than 2 Earth, Wind, and Fire hits. I'm telling you what I know, okay? So listen. We heard, I don't think there was anything left on the table. I can't think of one song that I wanted to hear last night that I did not hear. And let's be clear, they could have kept going. They could have kept going. And towards the end, here's what when you know you are dealing with professionals and men who have done this for years and years and years. We got to the end of 4 years, and let me tell you that Ron Isley and his brother was still jumping up. Ron Isley is almost 80 years old, okay? And he was still jumping up when it was his turn and was giving it to y'all. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Still giving it to y'all. Now, there was a couple of songs Earth, Wind, and Fire said, listen, I don't even know if we remember the words to this, but let me tell y'all something. Earth, Wind, and Fire has forgotten more hits than most bands ever will have. I'm going to need you to hear that one more time. Earth, Wind, and Fire have forgotten more hits than most bands will ever have. So if they couldn't remember the words to 1 or 2 songs, I don't give a damn the track was playing. D-Nice had they back. We still heard the song. Okay? Earth, Wind, and Fire got up and was giving us choreography. They was giving us a good old high kick and a little 2-step. Okay? I ain't here. Listen, I think Ron Isley got me pregnant last night. Okay, when he got up there and he sang a couple of them things last night, I think he got me pregnant, y'all. It was everything. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all did not witness that last night. Listen, Timberland and Swiss Beats, y'all don't owe me nothing. Y'all don't owe me nothing. I'm so serious when I say that. Y'all don't owe me nothing. If we don't get not another damn Verzuz, it is all right in my soul. It is all right in my soul. Okay. Now, y'all tell me what y'all thinking. Okay? Y'all put it down in them comments how y'all felt about what went down last night. And we'll talk about it later. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.